everybody, welcome to Dryer Days Art Studio. I'm Catherine, and today we are going to be demoing the Perfect Lacing Silicone Mold, which is available in my store, dryerdaysartstudio.com. So in the set, you'll get these two molds. One obviously is bigger here, and one's a little bit smaller. And I had never, ever used these molds before. I carry them in my store. They almost sold out so fast I had to order more, so there's plenty in my store. So I want to do this video just trying them out. And here I'm using an alcohol pad to just really get them nice and clean. I do recommend with all your molds, I've started doing this for myself. Whenever I'm using a new mold, I take it out of the packaging and I will lightly wash it with warm water and a little bit of soap, like just dish soap is fine, just to get them nice and clean and let them air dry. Then you can come in with the alcohol wipe like I did if there's any other debris or just oils from your hands or whatever that you want to clean up. So in this video, I am using a white matte pigment that you might have just seen me using there. It is a dry pigment, and I'm adding just a touch of rubbing alcohol to make it like a paste here. And then you can just add your clear resin right to that, as I'm doing here. I will go ahead and just say that my head pops into this video a lot because these were brand new molds that I was trying out. I really get in there, I get on top of what I'm doing, and my head got into the shot a lot. I tried to crop it out, I tried to cut it out as much as I could, so I apologize, but it's gonna turn up in this video, and my hair desperately needed to be done, so I'm really sorry. Okay, so here what I started doing was just laying a little bit of white down at a time, because again, this was my first time using these. And I'm using an orange stick to really just kind of get it into all the little creases. And then I will slide that orange stick down to really kind of get the resin down in there. You can also use like an old credit card or some sort of plastic or like a wooden stick like this that's going to be nice and firm that you can glide across the surface like that and get the white resin or any pigmented resin down into all the little tiny nooks and crannies because they are really small. I'm used to using kind of bigger, wide open resin coaster molds, so I am using art resin here, which gives you about 45 minutes working time, which is really nice, so I could sort of take my time and come through and smooth this all out. And there I have my little baby wipe to collect any extra off my stick. And there we go. It's just about done, and I'm just going to let it sit and cure, and then I will come through. Okay, so baby wipes. I say this every time, but I love them so much. They just clean everything up. My surfaces, my molds. I love them. And I'm just going to come through on the big one and do the exact same thing. And now that I kind of had a little warm up from that first one, I know what I'm doing, what technique I like to use, I can get through this one a lot faster. As you can see there, starting at the top and moving it down. And these molds are just so cool, and I'll show you some works done at the end with them too that looked way cuter than the ones that I ended up making. But okay, so here the fun part, the demolding. And these are so tiny and they're so thin that, you know, these are hard. I mean, again, I'm so used to pulling out like thick coasters, and this was so thin I was afraid I was gonna break it, but you won't. It's okay, you won't break the resin. See, this is where I was afraid I was gonna break it. But the resin is sturdier than you think. Just be gentle and just gently pulling that white resin away from the mold. Look at how cool it is. Oh my god. You know, sometimes I struggle with getting lacing with my beach pours, and when I saw these, I just thought it was such a neat idea. So just laying those flat, that's why I was kind of pushing it down. I wanted to keep it nice and flat. And here we go with the bigger mold. Look at how cool these are. So these are perfect for like doing your coaster beach pours where you want some nice lacing. I'll show you one where a very talented lady used them in a pyramid mold. You could definitely use these on bigger pieces. I'll show you here how I go in and I cut them down to the size that I need. That's where my head is kind of really getting in the way. Because like I said, I really wanted to get in on top of these and focus on what I was doing. But I think these just both look really cool. Okay, so there you can see I'm laying it down over my mold to see what I'm gonna need to cut off. And so what I ended up doing was I laid this down. I used a permanent marker. Sorry about my head. And I just came around gently with that permanent marker and made little lines right on the white of where I wanted to cut this out. And then used some of my scissors that are in my studio and just came around and followed those little black lines and cut these out. You can see to the left there how I already cut that one out. I did want to do kind of a pink sandy beach for these little coasters, and so that's what I'm doing here. I'm laying in the sand kind of on top of it. I'm really sorry about my head. I'm so sorry. I thought about reshooting this and I was like, I already did it. I'm not going to do it all over again, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's what I did. I just made little notches with that Sharpie and then came around and cut these out. I already had a little pool of clear resin in there and I just kind of pushed them down in. Now this is some gorgeous work by RMVV1992_art. These are so fun to work with. I am definitely going to be using these again, experimenting with these. Like I said, I just got a whole bunch more in stock, so come over to DryerDaysArtStudio.com to check them out and get some for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I had a couple people asking how to use these, so thank you so much, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, keep on pouring.